Russia, the collapse narrative that won't die. Predictions of Russia's economic meltdown have been circulating since 2022, every time the West rolls out another round of sanctions. Analysts and politicians keep promising that just a few more penalties will push Moscow off the edge. But nearly 4 years later, the talk persists, now backed by new headlines about falling oil exports and ballooning deficits. Sanctions, maximum impact, minimum results. Western governments have hit Russia with historic restrictions, freezing almost $1 trillion in assets and cutting major banks off from global networks. The intent was clear: cripple the economy and force Putin's hand. But while the ruble has slumped and banks are under pressure, Russia has adjusted, shifting to a wartime footing and keeping factories humming. Consumers feel the pain, but not enough to turn the tide. Why Putin won't blink? For Putin, the war is about survival, not bargaining chips. He's staked his reputation and regime on the outcome. Turning back now isn't on the table. The Kremlin has absorbed massive losses, military, financial, and political, but continues to pour resources into the fight. Economic costs, no matter how steep, won't change the mission or the message at the top. The sanctions playbook: rinse and repeat. American and European leaders remain convinced that just one more sanction will shift the balance. With each new package, they ramp up the pressure, hoping it's enough to bring Moscow to the table. But Russia's technocrats keep finding workarounds, and each forecast of collapse gets pushed back to not yet. The real question: if history is any guide, economic pressure alone isn't going to bring this war to a close. For now, the forecasts say collapse is always just around the corner. Policymakers keep betting on sanctions, and Russia keeps playing for time, a cycle that's as familiar as it is fruitless.